So hello and welcome to episode number 12 of the Edinburgh City's career mode. Today we're here with Saving Scotland on the Just Ryan channel, and this is the start of season 2. We have played a few games. This is just in the Betfred Cup because I didn't see the point of playing it because I thought there was no way we were going to get out of the group. We played quite well. I thought, just a quick way for us to see how the team plays and everything, and we were 2 goal difference off top in the group, 1 goal difference off qualifying. We actually beat Motherwell. But no, Motherwell we lost to. We beat the other 3 teams. We beat Dumbarton, who are in our league. We beat Queen of the South, who are in the league above, and East Kilbride do not have a division there from the Lowland League, you can see. But it did go well. A victory against East Kilbride, Blair Henderson scoring the goal. Against Motherwell, it was Gavin Morrison, who is one of the new signings. Logan Martin scored against Queen of the South, and against Dumbarton it was Curtis Roberts, my boy, and Logan Martin. So what do we need to have a look at from the first season? As you guys know, I really wanted Jack Thompson back. I thought he was one of the best signings that I've ever made, just like so consistent on a free. He was fantastic, and it says he's wanted by Peterhead on loan. I tried so hard to get him, but I wasn't able to, which is so frustrating. You can see 33 games played for us last season. I think he was in our best 11. In fact, I don't know why he wouldn't be in our best 11. If we go ahead and go to club info, that's where best 11 is, isn't it? History, here we go. Yep, Jack Thompson, defensive midfielder. He was fantastic. There's no other way for me to really put it. So in terms of transfers and transfer history, we've got 1 player gone out on loan. That's Robbie Smith, the youngster, who I probably won't renew his contract when it does end, depending on how he progresses. He's at Tweedmouth, who are in the EOS First Division B. I could not tell you what level of Scottish football that is. Probably tier 6, I'd assume. And then in terms of signings, so you can see we signed quite a few players. 4, 8, 10 players in total. When you think of what players we wanted, originally we wanted a goalkeeper, we wanted a centre-back, we wanted a left winger, and did I want a centre mid and a defensive mid? So let's go through these players in turn. Neil Slews first off. He's a central midfielder. Apparently he can play centre-back as well. I did not know that when I signed him. I probably wouldn't have signed some other centre-back that I got if I did know that. So yeah, he's a central midfielder. Central midfielder supports a sort of a replacement for Liam Brown, who I'm looking to ship out on loan. I think this guy was actually a 4-star player when I had him scouted, so he has gone down a bit since then, but he was the first player that I signed. He's played in all 4 games. Looks decent. If we compare him to Jordan Sinclair, you'll see that he is an upgrade. Where's Jordan Sinclair? There he is. Not the biggest upgrade in the world, but still an upgrade nonetheless, apparently. See, once again, I look at the stats and I don't think he's much of an upgrade, but according to actual stats, he is. So I might play Jordan Sinclair a bit more than I originally wanted to. Salau Permad Bassi is the next signing. He was our only signing that we paid money for. A 3.5-star goalkeeper with 5-star potential. He was on quite a hefty wage to sign in for us, but he played a full season at Cove Rangers, almost every game he played. So I thought, why not bring him in? He looks decent. Next up we have Dylan Forrest on loan from Hamilton. He's a central midfielder. He's just someone else who I'm guessing doesn't look too great when I compare him to Jordan Sinclair. Sorry. Okay, no, he looks a bit better in comparison. But even then, Jordan Sinclair looks so much better than his sort of overview says. But he's another player just because I was trying to loan out one of Sinclair and the other central midfielder, I can't think of his name. Cameron Ballantyne I will be playing as CDM. He's our replacement for Jack Thompson. Marquis Monroe can also cover at CDM, but he's mainly signed to be a cover right back because Darren King's not quite as good as I thought he was according to stats. Jake McCarthy was actually the first player I signed, sorry. But just he didn't come until later on because I signed him on an end of contract deal. Not the best, but just a nice backup central defender. Finn McRoberts is back on loan, looking amazing as ever. He's progressing so nicely. Michael Mcfarlane, who are you? Oh yeah, this is the guy who I signed at wing, on the left wing. Probably not the best signing in the end. I could have got I could have been a bit smarter with my loan signings if I took a bit more time, but I saw the first game was coming up soon, so I wanted to get the deal done. Gavin Morrison, I believe, was just a free agent that I just signed for some backup. And then Russell Dingwall, once again, just some backup around this attacking side, because I wanted to get rid of Scott Shepherd, ship him out on loan, because he didn't really impress me. And when you look at the wage that Scott Shepherd is on in comparison to this guy, you'll understand why. Does it say there? No, it doesn't. But you can see that Russell Dingwall, sorry, is a better player. It doesn't say his wage there. Report. Here we go. £75 a week, £210 a week. And Scott Shepherd hates big matches, and he hates his consistency's poor. So I transfer listed him and loan listed, just trying to get him out. He's only a Lowland League player. He's been poor in training. I shouldn't have renewed his contract, but yeah, I did. So that's what we've got to work with. And in terms of today, we're playing Stranraer, who are the weakest team in the division on paper. When we joined the division, we were here, and we've managed to get ourselves up to 6th. That's what it suggests our strongest side is, which does make sense. That is something that we could actually do if Ismail Benoubi does get injured. We could bring Michael Mcfarlane back there and potentially leave Curtis Roberts up here. Potentially bring him back. Not Curtis, it would be Alex Harris. I'd play there. And then we could have a Cam in behind the striker. But that's just something for me to think about, something that I can do if I want to. But in terms of what we're aiming for this season, it looks like we're just going to go for mid-table. If we can manage to reach the playoffs, that would be ideal. You can see that they do ask for mid-table, and they would like to record a top-half finish in the end of the 4th season. In terms of other stuff that's going on, just really improving youth facilities is halfway through happening, and that looks like it's about it, to be honest with you. Apart from that, I think it's time that we get in and play our first game on camera of the season. So, where are we? That's a brief overview of the squad. In terms of tactics, I haven't had a look at this in a while, but I assume I won't be doing something too different. I had to promise Callum Gray and I'd sell him if we get a decent bid, so we have to go ahead and get a better left back if he does get sold. Anyway, this is the one that I wanted, the view, with all the players' star ratings, because I don't quite remember them just yet. Is Alex Harris injured? Yes, he is. I did have loads of players sort of hidden from this view at first, but I think they're all back now. So in terms of the team, I think we just go for this. I have Conrad Balatoni should be playing. Okay, so it's not all sort of set in stone. And I think I am going to play Darren King because he did play well. Has he been taken to the Shadow Realm? He has. That's annoying. That's what I call it when their faces are all dark. But yeah, time to get into the game. Players will probably come on halfway through. Probably bring quite a few of them on, to be honest. But yeah, let's get into this match. Oh, one last thing that I forgot to say. Stranraer, last time we played them, I believe we won 5-0. That was a long time ago. It was in the first season, right at the start. But yeah, a 5-0 victory over Stranraer. Anything similar to that would be absolutely fantastic. The first highlight of the game is ours, actually. And I think if you were to ask me which game I would rather have as our first game of the season, I think this match would be up there. Just, you know, one of the easier games just to kick things off. Logan Martin puts us ahead with a deflected goal given to Connor McManus for an own goal. Just sort of work our way into the league with a game that we should win. It's away from home, so it's not as easy as it would be if it was at home, but still, Stranraer only stayed up by the skin of their teeth, beating Cove Rangers in the playoff for Ladbrokes League 1 and Ladbrokes League 2, and we've made some key additions, so we're a better team than we were last season, and we came ahead of Cove Rangers last season. Ismail Benoubi is one of the old guys, getting another goal for us. Assist by Finn McRobb, who, as you know, was on loan here last season. He played fantastically for us. That's why I decided to bring him back in again. It's a nice ball to him, to Benoubi from him, sorry. We got the ball here in the final third. Curtis Roberts and Logan Martin Darren King now, who has come up with some really good crossing assists for us in pre-season, and that almost works out once again. Neil Slews with the shot just over the bar. We've got the ball in the middle of the park here. Some really good football from us, just keeping the ball away from the Stranraer players. Sort of finding space and pass and move with our teammates, and we're slowly working our way up the field. King takes it round the defender. It's a lovely ball in, and Blair Henderson cannot stick that one in the net. I had faith in Blair Henderson. I've stuck with him at the helm of the team, even though at points he wasn't too clinical with his chances, so shall we say, last season. He went on some dry spells. He did finish towards the top of the top scorers, which is good to see, but he did have points where he went a bit missing for a few games. So I hope he can do a bit better, and if not, we'll have to bring in Russell Dingwall to have a bit more of an impact on the team and to play a few more games. But in retrospect, that first half was really good. You know, it's our first half of football in the Ladbrokes League One after being promoted. I'm going to take off Neil Slews for Dylan Forrest just for a bit of rotation, see how he can do. That's where he likes to play, and so we'll continue like that. Hilton with the corner, and Adam Cummings wings it at the back post, and that's a bit poor to see that we can just concede like that out of nothing. Let's see the corner ball. Who is marking Cummings? It's number 9 and number 10, so that would be Blair Henderson. And maybe Curtis Roberts, maybe Logan Martin, I'm not 100% sure. But here we go, we got a penalty. And I think I want Blair Henderson to take it. I can't think of anyone else that I would want to take this penalty. Just try and get him up and running for the season in the league. Come on, Blair Henderson. Puts the ball down on the spot. Which way is he going to go? He goes to the left and he sticks it in the corner. So yeah, that is his second goal of the season. He did score one. I think another penalty in the cup. As you saw, I think in one of the 1-0 victories, I think he scored. I don't think he scored in a game where we won by more than one goal. Conrad Balatoni here on the edge of the box. What can he do? He finds Ismail Benoubi, goes past one and hits the post, or the crossbar even. That was a nice turn and almost paid off for him, but he couldn't quite keep it the right side of the post, let's say. We've got another opportunity really fast, sort of in a row. We're straight into the highlight, and I think that's offside anyway there. And so in terms of substitutions, we're going to bring on Connor Langton and Russell Dingwall. Just Ben Obi's on a yellow card, and he's not got the most sort of match fitness stamina right now, so just sort of resting him. Switch Logan Martin onto that left hand side. Darren King here on the right hand side, nice ball into Connor Langton, finds Logan Martin at the back post, and what a finish that is. I think that's a header just over the rest of the team into that far post, and if it is, it's very nice. Let's have a look at it a bit more here. Darren King played it just back to Connor Langton, and it was a nice ball in, and yeah, a header, just a looping header into that far corner. Very nice from Logan Martin. Tell you what, they might score here. And they've hit the post, and they've hit the post again. Oh my god, what the hell is happening? Someone's offside, but that was lucky there. Stranraer almost made it 4-2. I mean, that wouldn't have made much of a difference. He would have took us off top spot, and Conrad Balatoni with an absolute thunder header. Curtis Roberts whipping the free kick into the back post. Conrad Balatoni is there, and he's just whacked it with his head. It's absolute. It's so quick, that header is. So much power on it that he's got behind the ball. That's the word that I'm looking for. I couldn't think of the word power. And look at that. That's a successful appearance. Look at all these milestones. That's ridiculous. Whose 75th career appearance? That's for Neil Slews. Our best player of the day was Conrad Balatoni. Dylan Forrest was the one that struggled to perform. And a 5-1 victory on the opening day. On the opening day of the season is nothing to be sniffed at. If I'm honest, I don't really know who to play in the next episode. I feel like if we played Morton and Falkirk, we would get beat in both matches. I'm not 100% sure. Let's have a look over here. Morton and Falkirk. Yeah, they're the best two teams in the division. I thought so. So it's Morton, Falkirk, and then Alloa, who are the three best sides. So who do we want to play? If we schedule, that's what we're looking for. If we play this game against Falkirk or Montrose, perhaps playing the best team in the division and a weaker side, potentially that could go okay. I think Montrose were down towards the bottom in the season preview. Yeah, so yeah, I think we will do that. Falkirk and Montrose, sort of a team a lot better than us and a team just a little bit worse. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.